Alright guys, it's Saturday, October 18th. This is probably going to be my final camera shift before I move it to like some rut funnel spots and stuff. Right now, I'm going to be transitioning them over scrapes. I'll be freshening them up with some buck fever synthetics as well. We're going to cover some ground today. I'm going to try to hit everything. It's supposed to rain tonight. It says it's gonna start raining about 1 p.m. So we're gonna cover some ground. We're gonna get in here. Got the scooter out here to save a lot of time, and trust me, it saves a lot of time. So let's get going. This is gonna be fun. I love this stuff, man. Absolutely love it. Us as hunters, we're always pretty much a step behind the deer anyway. So anytime you can be out here gathering intel, moving cams, it's just going to help you out. But generally, we're always a step behind anyway. Okay, so here's the big oak tree that was dropping acorn. Here's the camera. First sit of the season, I sat right over there in those trees and had them bucks come up off of the point here and work that parallel trail over there. So night number 2, we walked right through here, accessed, and got up in the trees right there and shot that buck. And then over here in that woods and everything is where I did the stacking. I blew my wind into there to stack them all up in this far point in between the corn here. And then we came in from that way, accessed, and went in, sat up right there. We were only in about, I don't know, 5 yards, 8 yards. And he come right down the side and came out to there, and that little buck come through there. So, time to move off of these acorns for the most part and get this camera put on a scrape. So we're just gonna kind of dip around through here on the edges, see if we can find a scrape, freshen it up with our buck fever synthetics. And yeah, I do see, where was it? There it is. There it is. Notice how it's on the back side, guys, coming from that way. So got some decent height to it. So I'm just walking these fields edge. Not that I'm going to be hunting them, but this is a good spot to put up a camera and just get inventory and see if there's a deer in here I'd like to try to hunt. Okay, so I'm walking through and I find a scrape, like that's fresh, that has not been opened up very long. I don't really want to put a camera right here yet. I want to get up closer to this corner and this point. So what I'll do is I will just that's it. I don't put anything, I don't spray any of the stuff on the branches, the catalyst, because they're already using it. I've had mixed reactions with using the catalyst on an open scrape already. They're already using it. There's already scent there, so you're just trying to add to the bottom there, in my opinion. I would not spray anything on the branches if they're already using it. The purpose of that is to spray the branches if you were making the scrape and trying to get them to use it, so it gets them sniffing and smelling the branches to put their scent on it for the next year. If it's already open, there's a chance you could potentially shut that scrape down. I've had it happen. So I've had pretty good luck with just spraying into the scrape that's already active. Alright, my guess is that there's going to be a scrape somewhere real soon. No. There's got to be one through here. This is really where I would like to set up a camera on a scrape. One of these branches is gonna have to have something. There we go. And it's even in a little bit. This is the one, guys. This is the one. We're gonna get the camera set up on this tree facing this way. Okay, got that set up. I like to try to think about how much a deer would pee into a scrape. I don't know if that's right or wrong. I know it's synthetic, so it'll last a long time, but it's just what I do, guys. You can do whatever you want. I usually do about eight pumps on that, so. Alrighty, we're keep on moving. Alright guys, this makes me excited. Look at the size of these two. And look at this looking branch. There's a more mature deer working these scrapes. Alright guys, I'm pretty happy right now. So this is what I'm looking for. I can see a scrape there, there, and those two big ones over there. This is a lot of scrapes in a tiny area. This is what I'm looking for. This camera here I set up is going to tell me what's working this, and I'm probably going to be spending some time here just even without a camera picture at this point. I've seen everything that I want to see. Not saying I'm going to be setting up here on this field edge by any means, but I'm going to be back in here. So when I'm riding along these fields edge, I keep my bottle out, and that way if I come across a scrape, I just throw some squirts in it and just keep on going. Alright, back there's that corner. And this is like the 10th and 11th scrape along this side. There's a good chance he could be bedding out here in this corn. There's a heck of a trail coming out of here. Alright guys, just showing up here to another property. The beans have been harvested and the power line company is moving. This power line goes through most of this property. It actually goes through two different ways. So that's going to have an effect. Not substantial, but it's definitely going to have an effect. So, this is why you got to scout, guys. Gotta scout. Just because your cameras aren't showing anything, you got to go out and find out why. You know, or we've had EHD, we've had all this. You just got to find signs of life. That camera's only taking a little snippet, whatever the range is in front of it. They could be walking behind it, around it, 100 yards out. A lot of people say stay out of the woods this time of year and everything. I just completely disagree with that. It doesn't mean go blowing through the center of the bedding, but it also doesn't mean not to be skirting around the fringes and trying to see what's going on. This property has a lot of pressure too on top of it. I bet you there's going to be a camera in every corner of this wood lot, if I had to take a guess, and then maybe in the middle here too. But that's another thing. You got to be out here. You got to see what the other people are doing, what the other hunters' game plans are, strategies are, how they're entering and exiting, and you can learn a lot just by that. They could be deflecting. That's a good hole. They could be deflecting the deer and bouncing them around and stacking them for you to where you can go in and find the weak spot and capitalize on it. Always try to drive a vehicle when you can. Use an e-bike, all those as well, guys. I'm leaving you on here because I want to see if there's a camera up here in the corner of this. It's almost predictable, guys. It's wild. Alright guys, well, look what else we found. I had that type of money where I could have presets with setup for saddle. Guarantee you there's a camera right in here too. So right here, guys, look at these historical rubs. That camera's right back there. That saddle setup's back over here. This is all the bedding right here. They're walking right through it to get to their setup. Alright, so this north side of this farm is smoked. Not going to be worth a sit at all until the rut, catching something passing through between these wood lots. While they sit, something could happen here. I'm going to head to the south side and I'm going to move a couple cameras. I'm probably going to just take them right out at this point, to be honest, unless I can find a scrape, you know, that's really lit up and on fire. I'll try to put one on that, I guess, just to see what's moving through. But this is going to be a complete rut only spot this year. Catching something passing through. They're not hanging out here at all. Alright guys, we're over here on the south side and you'll never believe what I found. Or maybe you will. Another preset saddle setup. At least they're sitting here on the corners and on the edge, not in the middle that I know of. Decent sized trees, but really, really low. It's like shin high. First rubs that we found since we've got in. There's the truck. What I'm gonna do is, this is bedding over there. This is all pretty open, pass through. I'm gonna make a V shape in this woods. I'm gonna cut to the back, kind of diagonal, looking out for sign. Gonna try to find a interior scrape in here is what I'm really gonna try to do. If I can find one in here, I'm gonna set up a camera on it. I'm not gonna do anything on the field edges around here. So that's what we're looking for. Obviously you can just be taking mental note of rubs and sign and all that, but I'm already convinced that this is just going to be a rut hunting location only. Just with as much pressure as there is here. Some of the lack of sign could be from EHD too, so we just got to see what's going on here, guys. When you're walking through, see how open this is? You got your canopy line way up high, then you'll have a beech tree like this low. I can see from here that there's not, but as you're walking across the woods and something sticks out to you like this, nice and low, walk up to it, because there could be a scrape. So see how there's leaves all right here, guys? Look at right here. That's from getting worked. There's no real scrape here, but that's a good potential that that's getting worked, that branch. Another low tree right here, but you can see how open everything is. So if you see something that's low like that, it's worth a walk over to. Alright, so we got kind of a dry spot right here. Those rubs are back up over there. I think you can still see my truck, yeah. So those rubs are all up over there. And if you look, everything kind of falls to this point. It even goes up here. And look what we found. This is a good spot. So this woods goes up, over, down, and then it goes that way. So you can see how it's open. That's an open field. Tons of bedding over there. Tons of bedding. Neighboring property. So if you look, it comes straight off the edge. I mean, this is what we're looking for here, guys. And it doesn't look like much, but it's gonna be. There's our tree. Possibly that one too. Alright, let's get to work. Alright, so we just got that one set up. I'm going to deviate from my plan a little bit, and I'm going to go straight to the south and see if, I'm just going to call it a historical scrape. Primary interior scrape is opened up. It's actually a scrape I hunted in 2023 and shot my buck out of. So, I'm going to go back and check that. I don't think I'm going to throw a camera on it. I might. I don't really want too many cameras in here. I just need to get one picture one time of something. But at least I'm going to go back there and give it a couple squirts if it's opened up. Alright guys. She's open. And she looks good. I think I am going to put a camera on it. If I put a camera on it, my cameras are probably 200 yards apart, almost straight in line. I mean, I turned and came straight to the south, so it's about 200 yards north. And I had two other cameras towards the front of the woods. I'm going to pull those, so I'm still going to only have two cameras on this entire property. But I'm going to have them over where it matters. I like it. I'm excited about that one. Alright, so we've took like 15 steps. Tore up. Little rub. Just going to give these squirts. It's amazing that any deer goes to a corner of a field at all. See how the leaves are kicked back here, guys, very subtly. Everything else is nice and uniform. The color of it, that's fresh. He sat here working this. And that's above knee high, almost waist high. This is all happening at night though. He's bedding out there in that CRP cover and slipping on down into here. There's stands back there, so everybody's having to walk by. I could see this being somewhat worth a sit here, possibly. October 30th, Halloween, somewhere in there possibly, if this sign continues. All the pressure on this place seems to be over there, and over here nobody's really coming into the meat and potatoes here, which is actually a good thing. So we're gonna go grab this other camera and get out of here. Alright guys, here at another place. I've hunted this one time in the last couple of years since I gotten permission. And I came in blind. I just scouted on my way in and had a decent hunt. It's on my YouTube page. I think it says like new property, scouting my way in or something. Seen a couple nice bucks. But when you guys are out here scouting, this is raccoon damage, not deer damage. If the stalk is pulled down to the ground like that, I mean, there's going to be deer in here eating too, but when you see that, that's raccoon damage, not deer. Some people know that, some people don't. If it's pulled over, yanked down, that's a raccoon, guys. Okay, guys, check this out. This is what we're looking for. Not very fresh. That one's fresher. There. I'm gonna have to get in here, guys. This is good stuff. There's a high deer density here. I mean, it's really something I'm gonna have to take in consideration coming in here, because I'm probably gonna have to get through a lot of deer before a buck would get to me here. This thing is giant. There's a dust bath for a turkey right there. Yeah. Guys, this is awesome. Like, this is awesome. It's gonna be tougher to access, but it's awesome. This right here during the rut, there's gonna be no other spot like this that I know of currently for me personally. I mean, this is a rut funnel of what dreams are made of. This is just crazy. I mean, this place is just tore up with rubs, scrapes. I mean, there's just so much sign in here. I haven't seen sign like this in a while, guys. Like, this is, it's not screaming monster buck, but it's screaming probably 3-year-old. I hit the jackpot, guys. This is the spot. This is the historical sign that I've been looking for this whole time. Can't believe I found it. All those rubs right there. I scrape right over there. He's bedding back on there. He's coming out and staging here. What do you do, guys? What do? You hunt smarter and you hunt deeper. Well, all the pressure seems to be up here. There's a pond here in this creek. I was coming up here, check for any HD signs, and looks good, but all the pressure's right up here at the front. All the signs back there at the back. Alright, we're here at the next spot. I just hung this cam. I just freshened this up, and that's new within the last 3 weeks. I was not there 3 weeks ago when I hung these original cams that I'm coming in here to change the batteries and everything on. So that's interesting. But yeah, not a lot of sign in here, and probably has something to do with that. And the 4 tree stands on the property line walking in, when we've been having a lot of east winds and everything, so I'm sure they've been hunting them. Alright, well, I just got quite a few more cams set. It's looking good, guys. Some decent sign back in there. Are you kidding me? I must have missed the memo here, peeps. Last I knew, I thought baiting was illegal, but must have missed something. Crazy. Guys. Be better. Alright, guys. Just rained a little bit and some more's coming in. It's going to be pretty heavy, so I don't think I'm going to hunt tonight. Just found this. Found this scrape. This is like a Four Corners property here. I can hunt that way, and I can hunt this way. I don't know if really any hunting goes on much over in there, but that's another property there. That stands old and obviously not been used in a while, but I did notice that. So it's everywhere, guys. These deer aren't safe. These deer have no peace. Nothing's sacred out here in the wilds. So, alright. There's my cam there. Blends in pretty good. Shooting off over that way, kind of over that scrape, and then gonna catch anything moving through here. Alright, that's it for today. Well, there's a blinder off of that, so I'm gonna leave the camera up anyway, just to see what's moving through here at night. Lots of pressure, guys. Lots of pressure. Alright, guys. This is a good one, too. This is that primary scrape. Right on the edge is some serious bedding and opens on up. We're gonna get a picture here. My guess is within the next 48 hours, I have a new target deer to go after. After today's scouting missions and camera moves and everything. I'm pretty optimistic. The rain's moving in. I can hear the thunder in the distance, so it's all about timing, guys. Get out there, have fun, and good luck, everyone. Stay tuned.